Good evening, folks. Welcome to Week 12 of the NFL Pickems, exclusively on the Hardcore Sports Network. Make sure to like and subscribe to the network if you're coming through. It's your boy Nicky Stees, the permanent host of the Pickems. It looks like a lot of these Pickems are going to be short and to the point. That's what they've been recently. But I'll try to stretch it out, at least give us a little bit of space to do this show. So let's get into it. I'm going to pull up right now. Give me a second. I got to pull up the ESPN and the weekly picks on my browser, and we're going to go through these. Last week seemed like a relatively easy week for picks. I mean, we pretty much breezed through them. But let's get into it this time around. So let's get this bad boy started. I'm going to share the screen with you guys. And we going to do this. Here we go. NFL Pickems, Week 12. Let's do this. We start off tomorrow night. We get the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Cleveland Browns. Let's face it. You're dealing with a Steelers team that keeps finding ways to win games. In my eyes, somewhat resurrection of Russell Wilson, who's managed to be better than Kenny Pickett, and late Ben Roethlisberger has the Steelers team at 8-2, fresh off a win over their heated division rival Baltimore Ravens. Now you turn around against other division rival, the Cleveland Browns, who pretty much the Steelers have had the Browns' number throughout pretty much this entire rivalry's history, minus, like, say, the 80s where the Browns were a good team but couldn't get over the hump. But for the most part, yeah, it's been a one-sided rivalry, and that trend's continuing. Browns went from being competitive in recent years to going back to the dog pile and going back to being the skid marks of the NFL. I mean, it all goes down to going for the wrong quarterback, while the Steelers, they have a good all-around team, good defense, offense that can score enough points. When you have a defense as good as the Steelers, hey, if you can score anywhere between 20 to 25 a game, you should be good. You beat the Ravens and the Commanders. You got the Browns. You should be able to win this one here. The Browns are stuck with who? Famous Jameis as quarterback? Yeah. I mean, it's a little, and to be fair, Winston has played a little bit better than Watson this season, but not by much. But yeah, Steelers winning that one. Vikings and Bears. The Vikings. I was going to quote an old Vikings quote, coach, but I don't think that quote would apply properly in this situation. But I was going to say the Bears are what we thought they were. But that wasn't even true, because a lot of people thought the Bears were going to be playoff contenders. And, well, they started off looking like they could be early in the season, but now they've come crashing down. The Vikings, they're winning ugly, but they're winning games, and they're at 8 wins on the season. They should at least be good contention to beat the Bears, and it should be in good contention to at least make the playoffs. But I feel like the Vikings, hey, they're finding ways to win games, and they're playing the Chicago Bears in this one. I mean, they've had the benefit of an easy schedule after those 2 straight losses. You know, they had the Titans, the Jaguars. Who was it the previous week? The Colts, and now the Bears. Bears crashed down hard after that 4-2 start, losing 4 straight. But overall, yeah, give me the Vikings to win this one. So I'll take the Vikings, get the easy win, move on to 9-2, and that might even clinch a playoff berth now that I think about it. I don't know, but hey, Vikings have themselves. All right, let me stop doing that right there. You know, Vikings are a good position right now to just keep winning. Right now, 8-2 record. Now you go against the Bears. I mean, they should find ways to win, because the Bears look mortal. Caleb Williams looks like a rookie, and the Bears look like an organization stuck in their own way. Meanwhile, the Vikings have talent. They certainly do. And Sam Darnold, when we have surrounded with the right talent, can at least play good enough to win some games. And the Bears is one of those games. Lions versus Colts. Look, Lions feast. I emphasize again, feast off beating on shitty teams such as the Jaguars, the Titans, and now the Colts. Give me the Lions to destroy the Colts in this one, because there's a difference with the Lions. There's a difference between beating like I said yesterday, easy teams and destroying easy teams. The Lions have been destroying easy teams. Well, the Colts are better than the Jaguars. It's another winnable game. The Colts don't really have much going for them. Anthony Richardson has some sparks, but they're playing against the Detroit Lions team that's just so well rounded that they're a different animal than what the Colts are playing this year. Give me the Lions to take care of business. Although this will probably be more competitive than the last couple games, but Lions are the line or the last week's game, but the Lions are the Lions. The NFC favored to make the Super Bowl. And now, Dolphins, Patriots. It's pretty self-explanatory. The Dolphins beat them with backups. Now Tua's back, and at least Tua in the lineup gives them a shot. They've won a few games since. Their season's still alive. And you win this game, you get to 5-6. You're at least still in playoff contention. And the Patriots, let's face it, they're a rebuilding mess. Okay. The Dolphins at least have talent when they're healthy. Dolphins are healthy for this one. Give me them to take the win. I mean, it's unless something like really unexpected happens, Dolphins got this one. Then we got the Giants and Buccaneers. Good news and bad news for the Bucs. Bad news is you fell off the map after a 4-2 start and lost 4 straight like the Bears. But the difference is the Bucs and those losses have been competitive against teams like the Niners and the Chiefs. They've lost, but they've been competitive. And now you're playing the Giants, who are dumpster fire. They're having to start Tommy DeVito. They gave up on Daniel Jones. It goes to show you what a colossal failure that contract was. The point is the Giants are dumpster fire. The Bucs at least have talent and they're a decent team. So Bucs on that alone, give me the Bucs to win this one. Cowboys and Commanders. Oh, well, Cowboys. Welcome back to, I was going to say welcome back to 2020, but at least 2020, they still won 6 games and are at least come somewhat competitive that year. This is like freaking like early 2000s Cowboys, the way this team's a wreck when they had those 3 straight 5-11 seasons at the start of the 2000s, like post Aikman, post Michael Irvin, Emmitt Smith on the downswing. Cowboys are at that level wreck. Well, the Commanders, they've dropped 2 straight, but they got their quarterback for the future. They got offense to work with. Give me them to bounce back and get their 8th win of the season. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory when you look at the 2 teams head-to-head. I mean, the Commanders did lose 2 straight, but they were the 2 good teams. Cowboys are not that. Commanders feast on beating bad teams, so give me them to beat the Cowboys. This one's an easy one. Chiefs and Panthers. Well, the schedule creators really helped Kansas City out on this one, boys. There's not enough else to say. Texans and Titans. Give me the Texans. Texans bounce back with a win against struggling Cowboys. Now they got a dumpster fire Titans team. Give me the Texans to win. Keep the knee on the necks of the AFC South. Broncos Raiders. Man, the Broncos got a good schedule this year, didn't they? You already beat the Raiders once. I mean, look at the Broncos schedule. They've had the benefit of playing teams like the Panthers. Oh, the Falcons. They beat the entire NFC South, excuse me. So you had the entire NFC South, 4 wins. Got the Raiders once. And then you have the benefit. Who else did they beat? But you got the benefits of playing the Raiders again. I'm kind of forgetting one of their wins all man, but you get it. Broncos should beat the Raiders. Raiders, they're a dumpster fire. They should have gotten a quarterback in the draft. I'll say it again. Moving right along. 49ers, Packers. I understand why it's so close, as you see. Packers 53%, 49ers 47%. I get it because the Packers, they're winning games, but they're winning ugly. Niners sometimes win, sometimes lose. It seems like they're like an up and down team, but I'll go with the Packers just because they're winning games. They're at least doing something with it. And then you get next the Cardinals and Seahawks. I'll take. This could be a toss-up, honestly. I mean, Cardinals are winning games, but the Seahawks, I mean, this is both teams are going into this game with something to prove. Let's set the record straight there. Seahawks want to win. Cardinals want to win. Both teams are looking to make a statement. I think in this one, it's a tough one, but I'll go with the Cardinals to edge one out because they're starting to get hot now. Now, granted, it's off an easy schedule, but I feel like with Kyler Murray, it's like a battle of quarterbacks to me. Geno Smith is solid. He found the right system in Seattle, but even then, he still has his limits as a quarterback. Well, he's certainly gotten better than what he was when he started. Hold on a second. I knew that was going to happen eventually, but yeah, Geno's a solid QB, but he has his limits. Oh, fuck. Are you kidding me? Give me 1 second, folks. But yeah, I'll continue to talk. Geno, yeah, was like I said, limited. Where Kyler Murray, he's not an elite quarterback, but he's still a good quarterback. And you see the difference in the Cardinals when he's healthy versus when he's down. A healthy Kyler Murray this year has been a difference maker. Even last year, even though they only won, what was it, like 4 games or 5 games? Most of those wins came in the later portion of the season when Kyler returned. When he was healthy, they found ways to win games and at least be competitive. And now this year, with the fully healthy Kyler Murray, they're 6-4. So you see the Kyler Murray effect. I'll take that for the deciding factor in that one. But next, Eagles and Rams. I'll take my boys to beat the Rams in LA for the second straight year. And we're closing this out Monday night. Ravens and Chargers, man. Chargers, I give the Chargers credit. They've had a good season thus far, but I got to take the Ravens to win this one. And don't get me wrong, both teams are good teams. And actually, I'm surprised. This is actually going to be a good game now that I think about it. It's just that, I mean, what? Oh, it's going to be a good game for sure. I can definitely feel it. But I'll take the Ravens this one to bounce back from that loss to the Steelers. Chargers, while they're a good team, I don't think they're quite ready to contend yet. Let's see. So for total points, I'll go 55 total points in this one. So that's my week picks for the week. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you caught this partially all the way, whatever the case may be, I hope you enjoyed this stream. I hope you enjoy the rest of your night or day. You guys feel free to let me know your picks. Even if you caught on the replay, you can comment your picks for the week. With that being said, it's your boy Nicky Stees signing off. Managed to make this a little longer, but with that being said, we out. And I will catch y'all next time.